You had to play 30 seconds of defense. If you get the stop, you're going to win, and that's exactly what you guys did. How do you tell your team to defend that, and what's sort of the mindset heading into that final stretch?
I mean, that's our MO is defense. It's not always going to be pretty, but we got speed, we have length, and we have guys that just compete. And I thought for 30, 35 seconds, that's what we were doing. We were switching screens hard, really making them uncomfortable. And that was a great 35 seconds of basketball on defense there. So that's something that we should watch over and over again.
Your team really struggled offensively, especially from distance in that loss at Riverview. Now, I don't think you necessarily shot it scorching from behind the arc, but you had the offense overall clicking at a pretty high rate to get into the 70s. What maybe was different here tonight?
I thought early, we got some stops and were able to get out and run a little bit. Second quarter, we didn't get any stops, so that's kind of where we slowed down that second quarter, allowed them to get out and ahead of us. And then, third quarter, they were running that, face guard on 13 here, and, used them as a screener a little bit. And, opened up some things for, some guys inside like Franco Alvarez and, tried to just get to the rim as much as we could.
Another player that was really big for you tonight, Ryan Kimmel. He came up big in a lot of ways that really don't show up on the stat sheet. Talk about what he's meant to this team, to this program, and just also what he means out on the floor when it's not necessarily showing up in the stat sheet, but it's the little things that he does.
Yeah, absolutely. We weren't sure if we were going to get him to start the year, and we talked and we begged and we pleaded to just get him around and come check it out because he didn't play with us last year. And he, like you said, he does all the little things that every coach loves. Diving on the floor for loose balls, getting that 50-50 ball, he's coming out with it. So just that mental toughness and physicality brings a whole different edge that we've really never had before.
He hit a big layup right at the end of the third quarter, and then you guys come into the fourth quarter and score immediately. How big was that layup from Kimmel to carry with you into that fourth quarter?
Yeah, just a nice little steal, and a throw ahead, and just to get from cut it to 4-2 to end the quarter, and just get a little bit of momentum moving in to the fourth quarter. That's big. Anytime you can swing like a 4-point swing like that is big. So.
And you mentioned momentum. It's kind of a weird time of year because you've now played 2 consecutive section games, and then you're going to go back into the Christmas break, and you're going to be playing non-section games before you started up in early January. Is it a little difficult as a coach kind of going back and forth between playing 2 really crucial section games, then going back to the non-section and then having to gear up for that stretch run?
It's a little different. It's not something that we're totally accustomed to, but it's good. It's not great for section play because you're still working out some kinks early, but you just got to compete and you got to get after it. And I thought that's what these guys did today. And we got another tough one on Thursday against Hempfield, and we'll have another tough one against Bishop Guilfoyle over at Greensburg. So a couple tough matchups here in a row, but stuff like this in a section matchup that's tough, builds up, and you can get better from that against those non-section games.
I got to get Tyree before he gets tackled out of the gymnasium. But Christian, thanks for doing this.
All right, guys, thanks for coming out.
Thanks, Coach.